Hi guys, Rhonda without an H here with you again. Finally, it feels like it's been forever for me. Golly, I haven't done a video for at least a couple of months, as I indicated on my last video that it would be a while during our move, and we are now mostly settled. 80%-ish, 75, 80%, which is pretty good. Oh, but it has taken forever. It feels like forever to do the studio. And I did promise that I would show you my space, and I'm thrilled to have it. I love our new home. It's not huge. It's about, it's just perfect for us. And I'm having to go through things and declutter and de-junk. And that's a good thing, because I do have a tendency to be a little bit of a pack rat. Not so much with a lot of things, but when it comes to ephemera and books and papers and wonderful things to create with and all those luscious fabrics and stuff, I can maybe go a little bit overboard. So I've been in the process of kind of going through that. So without further ado, let me see if I can show you my studio without making you seasick. But you might want to take a Dramamine just in case, just a thought, and we'll get started. Okay, be right back. Okay, so let's start with this is the door that goes to the hallway, and hubby asked me to close it so won't come in and interrupt while I'm doing the recording. So I'm sitting at my desk right now taking this because I have to have the cord plugged in or I can't do it. So here we go. In this corner I've got a little table set up. I've got a couple of things underneath that have fabrics in them. I've got plenty of room for a chair there. I've got this file unit over in the corner there, so it gives me plenty of room for projects that I'm working on. I have one of my Rolodex old-fashioned files there. And then if you go to the window, this is a gorgeous. I bought this many, many years ago when I was in Grand Junction, Colorado. There was a gentleman that made these beautiful stained glass windows, and I picked one up, but I have not been able to use it because my space has been it just hasn't been conducive to be able to hang one up. So I'm thrilled to have that up. And then moving over to the center in between these two windows, I have a decorative shelf. I've got just I love old bottles. I love teapots. I just like a lot of stuff. There's my TV it keeps me company when I'm working in here. Not all the time, but a lot of times I enjoy it for background. Here's a dresser. Let's see if I lean forward. Anyway, this was finished by my husband and one of my sons. So I have all my laces and ribbons in this particular area. And then moving on, I have one of these fun little rolling carts. This has got all my painting supplies and brushes, etc. that way. And I can just roll that out and bring it by my desk and have it for handy use. And then if we go over here, I've got a paper cutter, I've got a corner rounder, this is actually a decorative scale, but I have used it when I've made my handmade soap. And it's got more supplies and whatnot in there. And then if we kind of peek in that corner there's a basket that I've done some pretty Mod Podge on, and it's got stuff, stuff and containers. And then if we move up, you can see my pegboard that I have all my rotary cutting rulers on. And I've got an R for Ronda. If you look out the window, I mean, this is my neighbor, which is a grove of trees. And I love that. I absolutely love that. Then coming over, you'll see this double door, and that leads into another bathroom. And then this area right here is where I put my cards that I make. And so I have it for easy access for fun when I need a project. And then moving over, let's see, how far can I go back? We'll go up. Then we've got a decorative shelf on the top and boxes with my stuff, and coming down. And this particular row has all of my journals that I'm currently working in. Continuing down, this has ephemera, things that I use a lot, and my sewing, some sewing things. I'm continuing down, and here is my machine, my sweet little Janome, and more sewing things, and a table. And then here is my desk, and I just bought a new mat. The other one was just, whoops, come on, get in focus. Get in focus. Anyway, the other one was just coming apart. So I have this little shelf, and these are those 3-door units that you can put on rollers. And I have a smaller one in the middle. So I've got 3 of those. And then my husband put one of these boards over the top, which gave me another shelf. And here is another Rolodex file that's decorative. And then this purple little file is my iCAD, which I have taken after Meridell Abrams, which is index card any day, because I don't do it every day. And then just some more fun things. And then as we move over and down, these are the pens and things that I use all the time. And my controllers for the TV, my phone. In the spray bottle there is some coffee dyeing solution. And of course my ever-ready water bottle. And then if we continue on down here, I picked up this wonderful army cabinet that's an old card file. I absolutely love it, and it's just stuffed full of just things. I've got my glues and yes paste and cards, and then another one I've got more pens and distress prints and stamps, and then more stamps and some ink pads. Let's see, just more organized things. And then here's the desk. It's really nice. It's got a shelf underneath. I have oodles of room here to work on, so I can create. And then I just turn right over here, and I just put my foot on that little pedal and turn my machine on and go to town. More thread. And then she said, so in this corner now, there's my little ironing board area. And then if we move up, there's family. Love my family. And this on the right was a mini art quilt that I did with my mom and my dad and our family. Then if we move over this way, as you're looking out the back door to the back patio, this hasn't been done yet. Excuse the mess. We've got bags of papers and outdoor things that we haven't had a chance to unpack and organize yet. But this had, all of the windows in here had heavy blinds, the real expensive ones, but they just cut away the light. So I asked hubby to take those away, and I will likely put up maybe some valances or something. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Okay, then moving over, more family pictures and some of my little art quilts. And then here, yay! Look at this, guys. I acquired this fabulous little typewriter table, and here is my typewriter. It's in the case. I will take it out, and if I'd thought about it, I would have done that before the video, but I didn't. Okay, now close your eyes while I turn around. Don't want to, oh, wait. Before we do that, well, I'll come back to that. That's a door to the closet. All right, this is where the Dramamine's coming in handy. Okay, now we're on the other side of the door. So I've got another workspace here with a chair, and I've got my beads and jewelry and that type of thing, and another organizer file that you can put current projects in. We'll just move up here, more little art quilts and just fun things that I love or that I've been given. And I've got washi tapes and papers and little odds and ends, and as we continue up, oh, that light making that difficult. But I've got more of my decorative mixed media art quilts. And then as we move around in this corner, and in this corner we have weighing in at here's a really nice white shelving unit that we've had for a while, and I've just got it organized, all kinds of containers containing stuff that I use. Continue on down, and I love, guys, I love my floor. No carpet, yay! And I can just roll my chair, it's on wheels, and I just roll around all over. So, and that brings us back to the typewriter and that wall. So I'm going to stop this for just a minute. I'll be right back, and I'll show you the closet, and then we'll be done. Okay, I have books and containers and papers and books and ephemera and paper and scrapbooking and paper and tools. Now the closet does have carpet on it, and I'm perfectly fine with that because I'm not working in here. I'm just keeping my supplies. So I have scrapbooking, I have dictionaries, I have ledgers, huge ledger books. Oh man, did I get a deal on some of those things. And these are my stamps, my ink pads right there. Very handy to get those and take them out. Envelopes, more stuff. As you can see, this closet is pretty full. I'm trying to be careful. Oh golly, I hope I'm not made you sick. Papers, envelopes, cardstock, tags, and then we come down to this unit. My son, who did the star wooden quilt that I've got on the wall, also built me this container. And I used to use it for my soap when I sold handmade soap. And now, as you can see, I'm going to come in here a little bit closer. It carries just odds and ends that I use. Isn't that fun? So it's in containers, and I can see it easily and reach them for when I need. Then we have more. These are huge ledger books, guys. I was so fortunate to come across those. Some family history things, different projects, and believe it or not, look at that. I have an empty shelf. Yes, I do. And then we go up, and then this side is mainly filled with my quilt tops. Look at this. This is massive guilt, you guys, as I'll bet I have at least 20 tops that I have not finished, and I am feeling kind of guilty about that. And then I have quilting patterns and quilt books and more quilt books. And then we go back into some more ephemera, etc. Coming over, I've got bags that I put things in and I do projects. I've got this wonderful little 5-drawer unit that pulls out. So I've got embroidery floss, I've got yarns, etc. in there. I've got pillowcases, some gorgeous fabrics and laces, and then quilting patterns, and just more wonderful goodies. In these 2 containers are all my paper napkins that I use in projects. Let's see, let me come over carefully, sorry. And let me close this door so I can take you up. There, I've got a couple of chenille bedspreads that I'm using as cutters. I've got fabrics, some denim, some yummy flannels, etc. And then I've got another row of wonderful books and etc. I've got a ladder in here so that I can step easily to get whatever I need. And that is pretty much it. Okay, guys, so there you have it. That's my studio. I love it. I feel very blessed. I'm so very grateful for it. And I will be doing a how-to video very soon. So in the meantime, you guys have a fabulous day. Bye now.